Okay, so as you may have noticed, I do have a new workspace. It's giving me a little bit more room to do some of those bigger builds and things where I have to paint and build and glue and all those things at once. But today we're not going to be doing something that's that big. We're going to be making Loki's daggers. These are from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. These are the daggers he kind of keeps invisible, and then we'll pull them out sometimes. Let's just pop a picture of that up on screen real quick. Okay, so now that you've seen that, let's get all the supplies we'll need. Okay, so for this build, I'm actually going to be using some foam. This is, let's see how thick, I believe this is 1 inch. I'll measure it real quick. Yep, this is 1 inch thick. It's just like some random piece from something random, I'm not really quite sure. This is one of those foam mats, as you can see. Pull these off. It has these little strips, I probably won't need these. I can take those off. So, I'm thinking, I just took the picture, the handles are kind of bigger, so maybe I'll kind of carve them out of this piece, and then maybe the blade will be out of it. So I'm going to start kind of figuring out where everything is going to go. Okay, so it turns out actually I used the wrong foam. This kind of isn't really going to work for what I'm trying to do. It just wasn't cutting very straight, and as you can see, it's kind of cutting rough. So I'm going to have to, this is only a little piece. I have the whole piece up here. Right here. I'm going to have to use this. I'm going to use this for the blade, and then this plastic stuff I'm going to use for the handle. So let's jump over to the saw and cut this thing out, and then we can sand it and round it.
Three days later.
Okay, so a couple days have passed since I've last worked on this. As you can see, I put this all kind of in a box and I moved to the side, and now I brought it back out and I'm sort my tools out. So things weren't quite working out. As you saw before, I first tried to make it out of foam. Then it kind of worked more with this plastic stuff, but the blade just wasn't working out. So I went out and I got a little Dremel, and I think that I'm going to, when I do things that are dual, I only end up making one. I think I'm going to make this first one, have the blade be out of this plastic stuff as well, and kind of cover it all with this, and then if that goes okay, I'll try to, with this Dremel, try to see if I can make a second one that's out of all foam. So I'll have one plastic and one foam, just to see 2 different ways of making it. I'm not going to make one out of cardboard, simply because it's just so, the blade is so thin and it has different curves and stuff that it wouldn't really work with cardboard. So let me plug my Dremel in, and I'm going to start carving this a little better. There's some of these little notches in. This is the side. I went back and did this with the Dremel, and this is the part with the knife. You probably can't see from where I went very well from back there, but I'm gonna fix some stuff up with this, and then make the blade, and then hopefully I'll start in a second. Okay, so I've actually just finished carving this. It actually took a really long time, a lot longer than I thought. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to attach these two, I'm going to drill holes in and sink like these little metal rod things in, halfway into here and halfway into here, and then I'll maybe put some glue in. Hopefully that will hold it well. So I'm just going to go ahead and drill the 2 holes in there and the 2 holes in here. And this is my timer telling me I need to start that. Okay, so as you can see, this is done. I have this, and I kind of sunk this. If you can hold it closer, I kind of cut down like that, and so it can sink in a little bit. Now I'm going to get glue, and I'm going to glue this together. Okay, as you can see, I've just finished this. As I said before, it took a long time with all the sanding and all that stuff, and I glued it in. I had a little bit of difficulty. The glue clogged up one of the holes. I had to re-drill it, but that's fine. It's all glued in nice. So I'm gonna paint this and fully finish this, and then go on to the foam one because I'm not positive the foam is gonna work. So I decided that I would just fully finish this one, and then I can fiddle with that. Cause I tried sanding some of the foam. As you can see, I got some stuff piled up there. I tried sanding it and it would work, but I'm just not sure how flimsy it would be. Like with a blade this thin, I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna go paint this pretty simple color scheme. It's got blue and it's got gray. So let's put down some newspaper and then we can start painting. Okay, as you can see, I had painted the blue part and now I painted the silver part. The blue was a mixture of this blue I have here, and then I put some silver in it to make it a little more sparkly. I'm going to leave this dry and I'm going to come back and then I can try to work on the second one. One thing, it does feel like a little rough. I'm not sure if there's anything I can do right now. I do have a clear spray paint that I could use, but it's so cold outside, I'm not going to be able to use that, so I may not end up doing anything about that. I probably won't hold this a ton, so it'll be fine. It's a little scratchy. It's just a combination of the paint is just kind of a little rough, and also it's so sanded down everywhere that even though it's sanded, it exposed the rough inside where there's little bubbles and stuff. Very small bubbles, but like still noticeable to the touch. I think it's fine though, as long as you're not like rubbing like this, you can't even tell. So let that dry, then I'll work on the other one and see if that will work out with this piece I started from a while ago. See if I can sand that down and make it work. I have a feeling it's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try anyway. Okay, so it's been a while. this first dagger is now done. I'm not going to show you anything about it up close yet, because I'm still have to try to make the foam one. So I need to clean up all this mess because I need a bit more room, and I don't need the newspaper right now, so I'm going to get rid of everything. Okay, so now let's try once again to make this dagger work using only foam. Okay, so it's actually turning out better than I thought. So here is the this is the one I just made before, and then this is this one here. Oh, actually, they look pretty similar. I mean, they're obviously a little bit different because they're down in different materials. But I think for how I thought it was going to turn out, I think it's doing well. So after a while of sanding with my Dremel, I created this and then these two pieces. And then I thought that I had these really, let me just show you. These are normal skewers, and these are these extra small ones I had. And I thought, well, what if I like put a skewer in each blade and have sunk it down into here, and that would help it be not so like flimsy. Like it's kind of like this is like definitely. So I really want to try to like make that a little harder by putting these in. And then I also have to, as you saw, let me go get this. Here you go. This has a circle and a spike at the bottom. I need to do that. And then I paint it, and then I'll be done. Okay, let's clean up real quick, and then we can look at how our two Loki daggers came out. Okay, now let's see how they turned out. Okay, so I've seen the comparison between these two, and I tried to show which materials each. I think you can probably tell the one on the foam definitely does not look as good. You can probably see over here it's a little more wobbly. I'll talk about them just real briefly. This one I already kind of talked about with the plastic, how I carved it, and that went super smoothly. I used screws, or not screws, bolts, and I just kind of cut off the end part, and then I used that to sink it in. It's only about this long. I just drilled little holes. Had a little bit of a problem. It almost kind of came through here, so be really careful with how thin these are drilling in if you're going to do that. This, with the toothpicks, they were so hard to jam in. I ended up like poking through multiple times and having to retry it, and the end of this popped off and I had to glue it back together. And like it's kind of wavy, and so I would definitely recommend doing it with this plastic stuff. I mean, I don't do a ton of stuff with foam, so maybe I was doing something wrong, but I think overall this one turned out better than the one with the foam. But really, whatever you have. Even if you want to try with cardboard, that works as well. If you don't mind the seams, and you won't be able to sand it, but that will still work as well. If you would like to make these, I do have templates in the description. You can go down there and get those if you would like. So I do hope that you did enjoy. If you're a big fan of Loki like me, because I love Loki, go click up there and you can see a video where I make his whole helmet thing, and that can go nicely if you're also planning on making his. So, do hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. Tell me, in the comments if you like the video, if you like Loki yourself, if there's anything else you want me to make. Do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.